Hello and a warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami, and today, as always, I'll be taking you through the wonderful world of the arts, showing you what a lot of Nigerian artists are doing on our shores. That and more after this short break. Stay with us.
The higher the artist, the fewer the gestures. The fewer the tools, the greater the imagination.
We'll begin the show with an interesting art exhibition. This artist always tries to bring a shock factor to the whole anytime he exhibits.
Art 21 Gallery opens its doors to receive its renowned media artist Oluwamoda, who brings his latest body of works to display in an exhibition titled Index Series 2. These works took about 2 years to create, as he tries to use his pieces to discuss the political crisis which he feels pervades the world today.
For the past 2 exhibitions, I've been trying to deal with issues of migration, migrants, and also deal with the issue of privacy within public space. So that theme is still running true. A lot of people who travel to the UK, to America, or to Europe, they go by boat, and of course, most people do not see that as one of those routes that take people out there. So it falls within the same theme area thing that I'm dealing with, yes.
In Amoda's sculptures, he uses found objects to make figurative and abstract installations. The viewer can notice rusty nails, metal plates, bolts, pipes and more, all welded together to create figures and over-bloated forms.
I'm trying to investigate where that nail comes from, how it was produced, who used it, and each nail that you extract has different reaction from the crowbar. You might have about 5 nails holding the furniture. You try to extract 3, the 3 will come out with ease. The 3rd one or 4th one will resist you. And these are things that I find interesting about using those materials.
Beyond the materials he uses and the way he has aesthetically pieced them together, the message this artist passes every time he exhibits is very key. He uses all this to explore some socio-political issues playing out in the country and the world. So he creates metal sculptures that evoke the changing colors of the 4 seasons, which is a reflection of the different stages a country goes through. At some point, there's always a deep divide, and this artist wonders why the gap has suddenly become so wide.
I live and work in the urban setting, so everything that you see in the urban sprawl speaks to me. I start my day, reading the free newspaper online, and beyond that, I go to sports, and then listen to politics, listen to all kinds of things that come my way. So if you see I try to avoid some of those very traditional themes because I don't live in the villages anymore. I don't have that residual knowledge. But what I see every day from my house to school, from school to where I see my friends or go to other shows, these are things that speaks to me.
Leaves are usually green but change depending on the season. The leaves here play a bigger role. It's a reflection of how elections come every 4 years with a bag of empty promises and high hopes by some gullible electorate who fall prey every time.
These leaves, I will expect they should, attract you more than the female form. But because we are sympathetic to the female form, it sticks to your head and you want to talk about that one. But it's about the object, what the object speaks to me. So sometimes I'm an accomplice. I just have the materials. They want to be there and I can't but see that.
In one of the pieces, it compares individual leaves to human relationships. All bunched together, do we support each other enough or pull each other down, forgetting that no man is an island and we need each other in the journey of life? According to the artist, the freestanding sculptures, which are mostly female, is to broaden the sculpture vocabulary and the powerful role we all play in righting the wrongs in the society. It begins from one person, and he has placed the burden on the women who are in charge of building great minds from the cradle.
Mara Jones, like most Olympians who won gold and through performance-enhancing drugs, were caught and then they stripped off their gold. But I'm using it as a metaphor to talk about the political circle. I feel politicians who lie to us should also be stripped of their titles. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Every piece here has different challenges. Like if I work for the metal work, for example, the major challenge that one has is space. 2, power.
This artist also says that the family tree is a foundation which the society is built, and they should not be thrown to the dogs so that things will not fall apart.